arts, entertainment, food, fashion, and fun. Now, here's Natalie Hendricks with the Southern Scene.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Southern Scene, and welcome to my kitchen once again. I'm Natalie Hendricks. You know, there's nothing better than a holiday barbecue, and we're grilling up a feast today. And helping me in the kitchen, and of course on the grill, is my producer, Chris Hummer.
Oh, it is so good to be back in your kitchen, Natalie. I'm so excited. I am starving.
I am starving too, and we always have so much fun, and I hope you're hungry too, because we have hot dogs, we're gonna grill hamburgers, even chicken kebabs with those wonderful vegetables.
Oh, but dessert, you can't forget dessert. We have a great grilling dessert, and just in case your barbecue gets a little out of hand, we have some legal expert advice with attorney Mark Tate with the Tate Law Group. So it's going to be a great show.
So let's get started because we don't want to waste any time. We're going to start right off with an egg. I love an egg in the hamburgers because actually, Chris, it holds the hamburger together.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people, don't realize that, but it makes it really, really good. All right, now the Vidalia onions, I have chopped them up, and we're going to just sprinkle those in, as you see. I like a lot of onions because I love onion burgers. And you know what? You don't necessarily have to put onions in your burger. You can make it plain and just keep the onions on the side, but I love an onion burger.
What I like that you've done there is you've cut them big enough that if somebody doesn't want them, they can pull them out, but it still adds that flavor.
That's exactly right. So now we're just going to start really squishing that together, as you see. I mean, there's no easy way to do this than that you've got to be able, when you're making homemade burgers, to just get your hand in there and start squeezing. All right, we're going to start now with some seasoning. And we'll start with a little salt.
You want me to do it since you got your hands messy? No, you got it?
There we go.
Hand it to you.
And what you want to do, and you season to taste. So I do this by sight, of course, because I know basically how I cook. A lot of people will measure. I normally don't measure because I've, normally in the kitchen and I don't know, I seem to always screw it up when I measure. A little bit of garlic. Okay, and again, this is a taste thing as well, but I do like a hint of garlic in my burgers, and a little bit of pepper. Now, this is great because I like a lot of pepper because I like my burgers to really have a little bit of a kick.
Yeah.
So we're going to just sprinkle that pepper all in there.
Okay.
Now, we've got that seasoning. There you go. And then we're going to add some Worcestershire. Now, this is the Worcestershire I use, but I also make sure that I use a reduced sodium because you know us, we're all about being healthy here on the Southern Scene. So you can get the real deal and get full Worcestershire sauce, but here's the thing, it does come reduced sodium, so you can basically have the reduced sodium. I mean, you've already added salt, so you really do need the
And what does this do? Is it just give it a little kick?
Oh, it does give it makes it taste so wonderful. Worcestershire is also good on steaks. It makes a great marinade when you're starting to grill steaks. Now we're going to mix all of that seasoning in there, as you see. Oh, it smells so good.
Really does.
Doesn't it smell good? All right, and now you can see, Chris, as we're doing this, and I think our camera can see this too, it's still, you see the moisture. But here's the secret ingredient, because if you put this right on the grill with all this moisture, well, what's going to happen?
It's going to fall apart.
It's probably going to fall apart, and then also you have to worry about it really sticking as well.
Oh.
So we want something to really kind of absorb that moisture, that egg and the Worcestershire. So we're going to do some breadcrumbs.
That was my job?
Chris, of course, has been breaking up some breadcrumbs.
This is just 2 slices of bread. I mean, it's you can get them in the can or the little jar, but you don't have to. You can use them like here.
Yeah, you can do it right out of your bread box. You don't have to go and buy something special, but you can if you want to. We're going to get you to sprinkle those in there. There you go.
Is that good?
That's perfect.
Okay.
And you want to squeeze that in there as well. Now they're ready to patty up, ready to get ready for the grill. So you want to grab a handful. And you can make them any size that you want. There's nothing better than, using your good old Southern hands.
That's right.
And there you go. That's perfect.
I did good.
So we're gonna patty those up and put those right there.
I'm gonna reach over here and do
get
that
those ready. So we have a few more to do. Let's get the hot dogs ready.
Okay. We have a package of the bun-length hot dogs here, and this is great because everybody's satisfied. The hot dogs are huge. So we're just gonna put them on the tray here. And this is really simple because we're just going to put a couple here, but the best part that we're going to do is we're going to cut little, what do you call them, like little lines in them just to make sure, because when you grill them up, there's nothing worse than having them where they curl up. This makes sure that they won't.
So not much preparation with the hot dogs. We have our hot
peasy.
dogs ready, and they're ready for the grill.
What's next?
Chicken kebabs.
I'm so excited.
All right, so let's get going.
You got it.
Okay, Chris, now that we have prepped the old-fashioned hamburgers and the hot dogs, we have those ready for the grill, it's time to do the chicken kebabs. And of course, we have the chicken here that I've already started cutting up, and I'm going to continue to cut up. And we've just grabbed an assortment of vegetables. And there's no right or wrong way to do a kebab. There's no right or wrong way to do a kebab. And what we've done with these skewers that we're using, you want to put just like a nice light coat of an olive oil or a vegetable oil on it. Not a lot, but just a nice coat. That way the vegetables will easily slide off after you've actually grilled them. We have those that are almost ready for the grill as well, but we're going to do one little thing, Chris, here, and I'm going to let you take this away.
You asked me to do this, and it sounds perfect, because to me it sounds like it would be great flavor. We are going to baste these with sun-dried tomato salad dressing.
That's exactly right, and you can use any kind of salad dressing. We chose sun-dried tomato dressing because it's light. You can also do a balsamic vinaigrette as well, but you just want to baste them nicely. And according to whatever meat you're using or the vegetables, you know, you can kind of determine what you want to use. I mean, you can even do fish kebabs as well. Again, it's sun-dried tomato dressing. And we're going to continue to baste that while it's on the grill as well. So I think we're ready for the grill.
We are ready for the grill.
Okay, our old-fashioned hamburgers are ready for the grill. Take a look at those. Don't they look good?
I can't wait to see how they smell.
Oh, it's going to be so wonderful. Oh, smell those burgers, Chris.
They smell so good already. And the baby one.
And whoever is the cook, of course, gets the little baby one. Okay, you know what? I smell the burgers. It's time to check on them right now. Ah, perfect. And of course, they're not sticking because we have prepped the grill. We're just flipping these over. You want to keep in mind, 160 degrees for a burger is about medium. Be very careful when you're flipping the burgers as well because, of course, as you know, grills can be so dangerous and you have to be safe. Okay, Chris, it's time to check on these.
Oh my gosh,
they
look
are
so good.
ready. All right, we're going to take up these burgers. They are ready. They just have to be eaten. But we still have dogs and kebabs to cook. So, as we're getting ready for that and taking these burgers off the grill, don't go away because coming up next, we're going to check in with our legal expert, Mark Tate, and he's going to give us some great legal advice. If you're having that party and you have a lot of guests over, he has some great advice, some things you might want to think about. Don't go away. We'll be back with more of the Southern Scene right after this. Welcome back to the Southern Scene on WSAV and MyLC. Of course, we're grilling up a feast today. We have our grilled hamburgers already made. Well, now it's time to put the dogs on and the kebabs on. And you know, we've made these kebabs and it's all ready. We're going to just pop these on the grill. Look how pretty that is.
They really are.
Turned out so good.
The marinade looks nice too.
And of course, we have the vegetables. You're going to just lay those right across the grill. Make sure that if you are using a rim and it's wooden, you don't want that to be on the grill.
Yep, there you go. And I've got the hot dogs, so the grill has 2 layers, and this is great. It's 2 levels. We're just going to put the hot dogs right there. They're going to plump up. They're not going to cook too hard, too fast. Put them all on. I love these bun-length dogs because I really got it.
They are going on so well. Look at those kebabs. Oh, it's fabulous.
Here we go.
And you know, many grills are double level now, so you can cook things at the same time, and that's why it's not going to take this very long to cook at all.
Nope.
And while we wait on that, we've got the kebabs cooking and the dogs cooking. You know, many times during this time of year, we're all entertaining, and you're having loads of folks visit you and come over. And if there's a party, well, typically there's alcohol involved. Well, there may be some things you might want to think about, things that you could be liable for. Well, we decided to check in with one of our experts, our legal expert, Mark Tate. Okay, so this time of year, a lot of people having parties, a lot of people having events, and you know, where there are parties, where there are events, everybody's celebrating, there's alcohol.
Hopefully.
And then people get in their cars, and a lot of times there's a lot of drinking and driving. So let's talk about DUI.
Okay.
Because that's a big possibility, and that's, you take those risks, you know, when you're at those parties and you drink alcohol.
Yeah. Well, obviously, you know, it's illegal to consume alcohol and drive. If you're a minor, if you're under 21, you are DUI if you have any amount of alcohol in your system, because it's illegal for you to drink. So if you have had anything at all to drink and you get stopped and you're under 21, you will be charged with DUI.
What is the official limit?
0.08.
0.08.
Yeah, it's 0.08. And if you're an adult, if you're over 0.08 blood alcohol level, then you're considered DUI. Yeah.
What are those things that police look for when they are
sure.
looking for
Well,
DUI?
First of all, you got to remember that police officers are paid witnesses, and they are trained to make their case for DUI and to justify their stop, because to stop you they have to have a reason, and so they make up reasons, or there are established made up reasons, such as weaving within your lane, and so officers watch for people who are weaving in and out of traffic and weaving in their own lane. That gives them probable cause to suspect something is wrong, and they can stop you. And then comes your interaction with the police. And there are lots of pieces of advice and tips that I would give someone who is a client that I wouldn't really want to get into until we had that kind of relationship. But you don't have to give evidence to the police to convict yourself.
And of course, we're specifically talking about like the field sobriety test.
You don't have to do them.
You don't have to. So you literally could say, I would prefer not to take the field sobriety test.
You literally should.
Okay. And is that going to come back to haunt you later, though, if you...
Well, it's, no. I mean, you don't have to give evidence against yourself.
So what if typically if an officer walks up to your vehicle and to stop you, I mean, there's always that question, have you been drinking? Yeah. So is that something that you can...
Don't talk. You don't have to answer that. What you can say is, I'm not going to answer any questions till I have an opportunity to speak with my lawyer.
So you can ask for a lawyer. Is that something that,
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to give you one. It's best if you get stopped and you're going to start spouting off about you want to talk to your lawyer, you probably should have a lawyer. There are a number of people throughout the city of Savannah who have my cell phone number on their speed dial. And so they are able to reach me when things are going on. And so, the proper thing to do, even if you have not been drinking, then they're not going to be asking you that. They're asking you if you've been drinking because they've already decided that you have been. If you've decided...
Well, if you don't answer, is he going to lock you up anyway?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're going to jail. So it's going to happen. If you've been drinking and you smell like a drunk, and you act like a drunk, and you look like a drunk, you refuse all the tests, but you're still going to jail.
Mark, what are the benefits of using a specific DUI attorney, somebody who specializes in that?
Well, DUI law is a really, it's a rarefied area, and you do need a very good lawyer to do it. My firm has handled DUIs at a certain level, but for the most part, you need somebody who is really in court frequently, who knows the assistant district attorneys who are prosecuting the cases, who knows the judges and knows the police officers, and can get in and start to work the system very early.
What's the biggest advice you would give our viewers right now as they're gearing up for the holidays and going through all these events and parties and that kind of thing?
Call a cab.
Call a cab.
Yeah, call a cab, get a
Don't
limousine.
Drink and drive.
Yeah, if your kids are old enough to drive but young enough not to drink, then get them to drive you. They can make wonderful chauffeurs.
Okay, thanks a lot,
Natalie.
Mark. If you'd like more information on this particular legal issue or any other legal issue, or you'd like more information on Mark Tate, our legal expert of Tate Law Group, all you have to do is go to the information you see right there on your screen. You can also send us a Facebook message. Find us on Facebook at The Southern Scene, or go to our website, wsav.com. You can just click on the Southern Scene page. Chris, that's really great advice when you're entertaining.
Yeah, you can never be too safe.
Now, that's true. I think it's time to check on the dogs and the kebabs.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
It smells so good. Now remember, you might want to grab oven mitts to take the kebabs off the grill. But these are nice and cool right now because we've had them off the grill. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting these. Oh, they look just delicious.
What about our hot dogs?
And they turned out so well.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I can't. We're just going to have a feast.
Yep, but you know what? We need dessert.
That's exactly right. So coming up next, we've done the salty on the grill. It's time to do the sweet. How about some grilled pineapple? That's coming up next. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Southern Scene on WSAV and MyLC. You know, we're having a great time just grilling up a feast in today's show.
Smells so good. I can't wait to eat.
That's right. We have hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken kebabs, and we are not done yet because we promised grilled dessert.
I'm excited. Usually it's pies and cakes and things like that, but that's so heavy. This is going to be light and easy and right here on the grill.
And that's what we're all about here on the Southern Scene, having you covered, making it easy for you. So all you need is just pineapple. And really, you can do this with any kind of fruit. And all you're going to do, and these work well because they're little rings, or you could buy a fresh pineapple, cut it yourself in strips. But we decided to go with the rings. And we're just going to pop those down, and you can hear them sizzle.
Now, pineapple by itself is sweet enough, but of course nothing's ever sweet enough for you and me.
That's right.
So we've got a little extra thing here. We're going to take some regular honey and some regular brown sugar. And as Natalie puts them on the grill, I am going to baste them quickly. We're just going to put them up here.
With a little bit of honey.
Yep.
And that gives them just a nice coat. Something, you know, it makes them even sweeter, but it's also going to give it a nice glaze, which is wonderful, of course, on fruit,
I'll
as
tell
you
what, now,
know.
since we're already going, why don't you grab that brown sugar there and just load me up a little bit.
Okay, we have the brown sugar. Now, here's the thing. We're just going to sprinkle brown sugar on the pineapple, and of course, you can use nuts, you can use coconut, pretty much anything your heart desires. We like brown sugar a lot, so we're just going to sprinkle that on all of the pineapple. And the thing that you're thinking about here is you're just trying to heat this up just enough to get it a little charred on each side. Oh, look at that.
It smells so good.
And inside, we've made a delicious dip to go along. And Chris, I'm going to let you start
You know
to
what?
flip this.
I was gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it with these.
Because there's nothing better than a grilled dessert with a little dip to go with it. And what we decided to do was a lime dip. And it's so easy to make because you know we're all about easy. It calls for cream cheese, plain yogurt, a little bit of lime juice. That's what it's all about. A little bit of that brown sugar. You just mix it all up. Doesn't get any better than that. With a little bit of a lemon zest on top.
I didn't think it could get any better, but it looks like this is going to be sweet enough, and then that's going to add just a little bit. And we're getting the little grill marks on it already. I'm going to try and not grill my finger. Look at you, just reaching in there. You're not afraid of anything. I love it. They've already got the marks on it. We're going to put a little more honey and maybe a little bit of brown sugar.
Right, we want that glaze to be on both sides. And again, you can use honey, you can even use syrup, but if it were me, we all know the health benefits of honey. We've learned all about that on the Southern Scene with Savannah Bee Company.
We love them.
Oh, it's wonderful. And I'll give you the brown sugar, let you do that. And again, when you're thinking of pineapple, of course you can use coconut. As I said, you can use nuts. And all kinds of fruit on the grill as well. You know, a lot of people don't realize that you can grill melon. You can honeydew, cantaloupe, watermelon, strawberries. You can grill any fruit on the grill. And just decide what you want to do as far as your toppings are concerned. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, these are grilling up wonderfully.
So why don't we close this down and let these cook for just a second?
Sure thing.
And you know, while we're doing that, you know, there's always something going on in our area. You know, especially this time of year. If you're not entertaining, well, you can certainly find things to do in our area.
That's right, and it is time for the local scene.
You know, it's a busy time of year. It's always busy here.
It is. There's always something going on in the coastal empire and low country.
Well, I think it's time to check the grilled pineapple.
Can
I
you tell
love
them-
it.
Oh my gosh, look at these.
Look at that.
Oh my God, I'm just going to pick them up and put them right back in our little serving
And
dish.
it is going to be decadent with that lime dip. I can't wait to have a feast.
Smells so good. Me too. Me too.
While we're getting ready to do that, though, you know, our Southern Scene cameras, just like today, they're always out and about, getting those interesting, special, and unique scenes. So sit back and enjoy. Let's take a look at our scene of the day. course, we have the grilled pineapple and this delicious lime dip, all
so wonderful.
ready to go. You know, this has been so much fun. Wasn't it fun?
It really was.
You know, that's going to wrap it up for us. I hope you've enjoyed watching and you've enjoyed our grilling feast show here on the Southern Scene. And we hope you have a wonderful holiday celebration. Thanks for joining us. And remember, keep your eyes open out there because our Southern Scene cameras are always out and about. And you never know when you might be seen on the Southern Scene. You ready to eat?
I am so ready.
See you next time.
Look,
These guys are ready to eat.